Hey y'all. So I'm out and about and I just left Popeyes. And this video is going to be about an old fool. There's nothing like an old fool who intentionally does not want to understand newer, rational, commonsensical thinking. They're stuck in a time warp, right? So when I go in to order my food, there's a man in a heavy debate conversation with the clerk, at Popeyes. She's telling him, sir, you can't take all those utensils. You only got one meal. So here he is. He wants to go back and forth instead of being compliant and saying, my bad, I understand. He doubles down. And that's what's going on in our country. People have learned to double down instead of admitting that they're wrong. They have learned to double down on a lie, on getting caught. He got busted. Put those damn forks down. Shit. So then he goes on to, he talking loud by now. It's, two black people. He's telling the lady, I run a group home. I'm going to take these to the group home. Well, that's not her responsibility. And then she begins to explain, listen, we have cost here. We cannot, if you're taking all our supplies, we can't hire people. We can't pay people because we're worried about paying for the supplies, So let everything be decent and in order. Don't, if they offering you 5 things, don't be greedy and take all 5 of them if you know someone else needs it. But the debate went back and forth to where he was not listening to understand her and the reasonings why. You only take 1 utensil when you have 1 meal. So he intentionally did not want to understand her. And that's another thing. You can talk your best Ebonics, your best proper English, your best Spanish, whatever. You can communicate the best at explaining something. But if someone has their mind made up that they don't want to understand you, then guess what? It's going to be a mute conversation because you're going to be like, well, bitch, you go your way and I go mine. We can agree to disagree. And I think that's where maturity comes in. People have their own thinking, their own mind, their own rationalization. But when it comes to like this particular thing, ordering food, just something simplistic that he did not want to understand why he couldn't take, it was like a bunch of utensils. It wasn't like 5. It was like a whole heaping thing of utensils. And how do you explain that to the younger folks that you're taking the utensils at your group home and probably nonprofit? So why should a company that you did not ask them, could you, there's a way to submit and do stuff correctly. Like if you do need something, you can type up a letter and submit it to the company to get utensils, or you can go to Sam's and buy them wholesale. But it was just the ugliest thing to see an old man. I guess it was old, like old, but old enough to damn know. It was like so he leaves, I guess because he's figuring out his food getting cold. So I go sit down, I'm eating, chilling. This mofo, by the time I'm finished with my food, this mofo double back and still hits to argue with the lady one more again. So I just feel like, ain't nothing like an old fool who don't want to understand. They don't want to understand. So some people you just gonna have to walk away from and throw up your hands and be like, you know what, God really got you. because you are purposely not understanding me, and you're purposely being in my way, and you're purposely doing this shit. So God gonna purposely kick your ass because you don't listen. I love you.